What is up, guys? Today we're going to be doing another episode of Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. I actually already did this episode. I'm going to backtrack. I recorded the whole episode, and then when I hit stop capture, it didn't finalize on my capture card, and I lost all my footage. Probably because I was writing too much to my disk at one time, because I was using my webcam, my Audacity, and my video capture software all on one computer whilst running a game. So I was loading a bunch from the disk and writing to it at the same time. Anyway, I ended up fixing some things, and I'm hoping that this won't happen again, so wish me luck. Although if you're seeing it, then you know it worked. Trying to find out exactly where I was before. I was about 40 minutes in, if I remember correctly. I don't know if I got saved or if I saved over it already. I quick saved it. Okay, well, let's see here. Okay, this is 34 minutes in. This is 20. Okay, so I was here. We'll just load this one up. Tutorial complete. We might backtrack just a little bit. We might overlap a little bit from the last episode, but hopefully it won't be too much. And if such is the case, I'll just fast forward. So here we are. We are out of here. As you can see, everything's crumpled from when we escaped. So that's, yeah, we escaped, we saw the gnome told us, I think, to leave or something like that. It's been a couple weeks. I'm sorry, I apologize if I have my memory wrong. But the gist of it is that I'm supposed to find some guy. Again, breaking these can give me some good gear, so, or not gear, but give me some good gold, which I can then use to buy gear. So, anyway. Here we are moving. Just testing, seeing if there's anything. Yeah, these are always good to look through, because they generally have something, be it something really good or just something like a material. It's always good to loot these areas. Alright. Well, it's looking like that's just about it. Do I have... Oh, would you look at that? We leveled up. Okay. Okay. Well, why don't we go with stealth? Because, this is an archer/stealth profile. Oh, wow, okay, yeah, we didn't even assign these yet. Okay, so what are we doing here? Why don't we... Okay, we're gonna get... Why don't we stack up on Shadow Strikes? Actually, no. We're backing on one. That's good. Alright, not bad. Let's see, let's take a look at our secondary weapons here. Let's equip the bow instead of the staff. Here we go. Alright, looks like we have another thing. There we go. So, with the ability we just got, let's give it a shot. We can hold this down. Whoa. It just went really white, and I don't think it was supposed to, but it looked cool! So, for those of you who watch my channel a lot and have seen some of my World of Warcraft videos, if you remember seeing my V-Quality review, which is a review of a twinking server, or for World of Warcraft players, you know what that means. Basically just a World of Warcraft server, for those of you who don't know what it means. It is a private server, obviously. It's not the retail server, or anything like that. If you remember, I did a review, I think it was in late June of last year, maybe early July of last year. I think it was late June. I remember I made the review of V-Quality. Look, it's got like 70,000 views now. I'm doing a revised 2016 edition within the next few days, so be sure to check back for that. Anyway, here we go. Don't want to miss this.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agar. Maybe you can help an old fate weaver, eh?
And so Hughes sent me to find you.
Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but Hughes's success would come on the day of his death. He took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that.
Alright. This didn't work last time, so let's see if I can get this 95% chance. Persuasion.
I suppose I could spare a little help in
Worked.
memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. Whichever. You're the one. Then that means it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Looks like we're going to be fighting some enemies here. Alright, time to use that cool... Oh, what? Oh, not if I'm getting attacked. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's effective. It can barely touch me.
It's time, mortal.
It only does like 2 damage or something. Maybe at some point it'll be worth it. Maybe it's good for getting out of sticky situations. But for now, I think we'll just swap to our bow and see what we can do with that. Oh, okay. They're making us do the Reckoning. Okay. Reckoning's pretty cool, though. I don't mind it. I mean, who would? Basically, everything goes slow, so you can dominate as much as you really need to. You can just kind of spam things until they're just about dead. Oops. So they can still hit you, but they're ridiculously ineffective. They're pretty much handicapped, even though I managed to get hit, but that's just because I'm a klutz. And there we go. And you repeatedly press one button, you don't know which one it's going to be. It could be mouse 1, it could be mouse 2, it could be spacebar. Enter, I think, was also one of them, I'm not sure, though. I think it's just spacebar, mouse 1, mouse 2, actually. Anyway.
What? How? What are you? You just changed how the world
So basically,
was
gist of this
supposed
is
to
now
work.
he realizes that you're not an ordinary human, he thinks that you're a god,
You just...
or that you have power of a god,
I'm going
and
do
he's
a
going to
read.
try to read your soul,
You
or
might
read
be
your
able
fate.
to change the threats. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he
So now we're
had
coming to the
proper
conclusion that
respect
Hughes
for
sent me to
things.
this guy because he wanted
Unlike most men.
me to find out my fate. And so we say, fine, show me my fate, but what happens, as you'll see...
Relax. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern, or at least I should be.
He's having trouble.
You're real, right?
So he can't see my fate.
Fate's weave is always hard to see. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures, this is true. And I'm not saying...
The path
I
is yours
believe
to determine, so even though it sounds trite, it is pretty cool. You get to pick your own fate here. You kind of shape your character, so he can't say that you're going to be a warrior. You might be a mage, or in our case, a rogue. So here we go, picking the rogue one, because it specializes in finesse. And now we have some more dagger, range damage, etc., etc. What's this? What's this say, actually? 30% damage while dodging. Okay, that's very helpful for us, because we're going to be dodging all about. That's basically when you do the roll, in case you didn't put that together. Your turn. It's not in me. I'm not a mean guy. I don't know. I'm cynical, but I'm not mean.
The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should... I'll meet you at his home to the east.
Alright.
I'm going
So now we have to go and
his
speak to
soul.
another guy, because this guy sucks at what he does, as we can see. So now he's telling me to go to this guy, Arden, who apparently he doesn't like. I think he owed him drinks or something. But, or owes him drinks, so we're supposed to go and see him now. Picking up some repair kits. There is a lot to this game, like in corners and stuff, you'll see chests and stuff, and in the more obscure location you'll find these things, the better usually the items within it are. Sometimes you'll get like a legendary set of armor, or an epic set of armor, or an epic weapon, or something cool, just from a chest that's in an obscure location. You could probably look them up, but what fun is that? So here we go. I have to hit M to get out of this, even though I already know this stuff, so I can fast travel to this town. So this is a local map. I could go to the world map, and we could take a look at everything that we're going to be exploring in the coming episodes, but baby steps
Everyone
here.
to stand back. The warden can't work
So
with
someone's
your
dead or
close.
in pain, actually, not
Go back
quite
to your
dead, but
business.
we don't
Go
have
on.
time for that. Oh yeah, just real quick, this arrow here. Apparently when I bought the game, they gave me a set of legendary armor, even though the legendary armor is only scaled to low level, so eventually it does become obsolete. But the reason we can't use it, and I actually didn't even know that I had it until the second time I played it, I saw this arrow. The first time, I didn't even know it came with it. This is the Shepherd's Cuirass, and Josses and Helm and Gauntlets and whatever. This is all might-oriented, though, as we see when we compare. This is all might stuff, which would be for a Paladin-type class, or a Warrior, which we're not. We're going Rogue here, which isn't a big deal, because by the time you're like level 8, 9, that's all obsolete anyway. You phase it out as you go. Would have been nice to know, though, because the first time I did play through this, I played as a Warrior. But it is what it is, and we are moving on. So we just ran through this town, and if need be, we can fast travel there at any time. I'm kind of rushing through, because I'm trying to get as much of this done as I can, because usually I progress through things pretty slowly, because I like to take in all the aspects of the game, including all of the searching and such, but we can always go back and do that later, after we've done a little bit of the quest. I kind of want to progress in this, because... Okay, I'm rambling now, but the last time I played through this, I didn't really pay attention to the story, so I'm actually kind of interested in seeing what the story has to offer. I hear it's actually very good. As I mentioned in the first episode, I always thought it was lackluster. I think I mixed it up with Dragon's Dogma when I was looking at the review of it, which is why I thought it was kind of crappy. Oh wow, we all look the same. Okay. So yeah, sorry for rambling, but I like this game a whole lot, and I would like to invest in the story, because it seems like it's actually pretty interesting. Like, I understand, because I've played the game, that there are some things that you are destined to do, but I never understood how that all started, at least. Okay, so he's dodging my attacks like a little bitch, so you know what? And now you're attacking me too. Okay, there we go. Can't dodge that. Can I take anything off of him? Or... yeah, him. Okay, well, none of these guys had anything, but I gained some experience, so it was all worth it. Let's shoot this little gnome-looking guy. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. He's called a brownie. Cool. Oh, so once you attack one, you attack all. I see how it is. Cool. Oh yeah, I never showed you this new spell. It's pretty much just like a way of knocking them off you or throwing them off course when they're trying to attack you so that you can do some more damage while they're kind of restabilizing. So. Oh yeah. So the first one kind of is like a... if you're going to compare it to fighting, the first one would be kind of like a jab just to throw them off course, and the second one is actually a little bit more powerful. Kind of a... if you play League of Legends, this kind of looks like Talon's ability, too. But I think this game came out before Talon was released, so maybe that's where they got this. That's interesting, actually. In fact, I'm going to look that up. The one time I need a pen and paper. I'll remember it. Hopefully. Probably not. Okay. Yeah, it's actually really... that's pretty powerful, too. It does a good bit of damage. Ow. Yeah, 21. That's not bad. Yeah, I think I already have an iron cut shield equipped, so we'll sell the other one. So I've been playing a lot of Undertale lately, and earlier when I did my first playthrough of this, and I did a Let's Play with it, I did an episode, I should say, I mixed this game up with Undertale, because I've been playing a lot of Undertale lately with a friend, and I was under this impression that, like, you couldn't sell crappy items. So for, like, the whole episode, I wasn't picking up junk items, and then I realized that that was a completely different game. So it's actually kind of good that I'm doing this episode over, because I really look like an idiot. Actually, that's not true. In Undertale, a running joke is that you can't really sell random items to merchants, because the merchants will just be like, only an idiot would buy this piece of crap, which is, they're kind of poking fun at RPGs. And then the only person in the game who does buy your crap is an idiot. So, That's a funny thing about Undertale. Sorry if I just spoiled something for you, but it's not really major. Anyway, here we are. I think I'm scooted over a little bit too much. And we are at Arden's house. And I guess that's Arden. And I don't know who she is. Well, I kind of do. But
Interesting. You're not at all what I expected to find here.
you killed Arden.
Oh, is that the name of this Fate Weaver? No, the Tuatha I was following killed him. I was hoping his corpse would give me an idea of why they were here. Now I know. They were hoping to find you.
See if I can go 2 for 2.
Knowing you, you're definitely involved. But something tells me I know you better than you knew yourself.
New. What does new mean?
Don't you remember me? I'm hurt. No time for introductions now. The Tuatha are still on the move. I'm certain that we'll see one another again. Soon. Be on your way.
Oh. Okay, she's gone. So, let's pick up some junk items, because you can sell them. A letter, tattered documents, although I don't even know if those will sell. And he just appeared in here.
Arden's dead. How did this happen? Why would they have come here? Why kill a harmless...
See, why wouldn't he ask how I know that?
Like, I mean, the stingy bastard owes me a week of drinks. Doesn't mean he deserved to be murdered. I was hoping to avoid this, but I think I'm going to have to take you to Della. It's a sacred place to we Fate Weavers. Somewhere that I was hoping to... I was hoping Arden could take you, but I guess it... Go, I'll meet you there. Once I get... This is twice now I've buried the bodies left in your wake.
There's no way of knowing the actual value of these things, unfortunately. Unless if you destroy them, actually. I think there's some kind of perk thing that you get, where if you destroy something, you get like 1/3 of its value in gold. It just appears in your inventory or something like that, but... Oh, wrong way. Okay. I made that mistake last episode, too, so... Yeah. So here, this is kind of off to the side here, but there's another route. It's weird. I kind of use both. Route, I don't know. So let's see here. Okay, so we're going to just go, and we're going to take the right. I mean, it's left on the map, but to us it'd be a right because we're going that way. So. Oh, I think this has something good in it. I don't think it's just roots. It might be roots, but I think it's actually something you can open. Oh, never mind. There are things in the game that they look like they're just plants, but they're actually like, you can open them. Oh, whoops. Spitting venom. Oh. It kind of follows you. I thought it'd be like a straight line vector type of thing, but nope, it just follows you. Not bad. Alright, I'm actually liking this rogue thing a whole lot more than I was at first. I was kind of hoping that my damage would go up a bit, and this is a pretty promising ability, so that's good. Let's see here. Whoops. Let's see if I can actually do this whole thing without hitting him with my dagger once. That'd be pretty cool. So as you can see, my bow kind of just replenishes itself over time, so if you had that question... Oh lord, there are more. Okay. Oh, and another large one. Okay, I'm screwed. What can I do? What can I do? Okay, goodbye. Okay. Cotton shoes. Okay, so I would check, but it says cotton, so it's a mage item and not a rogue item, unfortunately. Alright, there are more of them. It's not that bad, though. Well, this is pathetic, isn't it? I can't kill him. There we go. It seems to be this thing where, like, it's hard to explain, but it'll say that you do, like, 20 damage to someone, and then after you do it again, for another 20 damage, you'll, like, hit him again. Not just there, but just in general. It seems like you can attack someone and do the same amount of damage the second, third, fourth, fifth time, but as you hit them more, it seems like the amount of damage you deal with each strike increases. Even though it does the same amount of damage, their little health bar goes down by way more. I noticed that with my warrior. If I can get some footage of it, when I'm playing on my main character, I'll kind of drop it in this video somewhere, or in another video. But yeah, I thought that was weird. It's like, it happens a lot, too. So if you guys have played this game, and you noticed that as well, drop a comment. It seems to be happening a lot. It'll say 20 damage, and then 20 damage again, and then the second 20 damage will take way more off their health bar than the first 20 damage. And it doesn't say anything about it being resisted, so I don't really know. That's about, hey, we found a chest. Okay, so I remember another episode, I think obviously it would have been the first episode, I mentioned that this is a lot like Skyrim's lockpicking, or Fallout's lockpicking. And so it's kind of incorporating those elements into it. Ooh, are these better than what I have? They are actually considerably better than what I've got. So let's take that and let's equip it. Alright, looks like I'm able to spend another point here, so what can I do? What can I do? Why don't we pick... I'm gonna pick Sagecraft, because Sagecraft's actually pretty useful. And pop that again. Actually, you know what? Okay. It's the same thing. Probably. Okay. So we're good for now, at least until a little bit. Until a couple more levels, we can switch our fate to something a little bit more specific. So, alright, we have this opened up. That's all good and done. And now we are... Okay, looks like another town. Alright. I'm going to save the game here, just in case if something happens. I don't really know why.